Hey guys, I'm just here to review Clutch, and that's because I sold my car to them. I haven't bought one myself from them, but my friend did, and he's the one that gave me the referral. The only reason I knew about them, the only reason I tried them, because I wouldn't just try something online just like that. Although, you do get to go to their offices, so it's not everything online, okay? You guys can definitely drop off your car wherever their offices are at, wherever their warehouse is that's closest to you. Obviously, you guys can hire them to come get your car as well. So that's one of the things, but you do pay for that. So in the end of the day, it's not a free service. They do charge you for that, and they should, because it's a lot of gas. But anyways, so first of all, I'm gonna give you the pros and then the cons about selling or buying a car from them. So if you're buying a car from them, they're gonna be used cars. And the good thing is if you are planning to sell and buy your car, they make it really easy. So that's what my friend did. He actually bought and sold his car. So it's basically a trade in what he did with them. So it seemed like they made it really, really easy for him. He didn't have any problems with them when it came down to the price. They didn't change the price of what he was getting for the car, how much he was paying for the next one. None of that changed. However, I only sold my car to them. And what I chose was to drop it off because for them to come and pick it up, it was like 500 bucks, which was just too much for how far they were from me. From me, they were just a little bit less than an hour away. So it was okay. I could drive that way. My car was drivable. It was just fine. So what I did on their website, I created my account. I got the referral from my friend, so they were supposed to give me 400 bucks more than what my car would have been sold for. So I went here to sell your car, put my license plate, postal code. You guys can also put your BIN number, obviously, and postal code. I would suggest actually doing the BIN thing instead of just the license plate, by the way. And yes, it is how they're saying, like you describe your vehicle, you do a few check marks here and there. Then you take a look at their offer. You guys can accept it or not. You set up a date, so to drop it off. That's what I did. And then it says get paid instantly. That's not actually true. And then the Uber thing, the $50 voucher, well, that I guess it's new, or maybe I didn't take a look at it because I had another car at that point, so I didn't really need a ride. And why is it better to go with Clutch? Well, they did give me an offer that was a little bit higher than with a dealership. I highly recommend just doing the thing throughout internet here, just because you do it and then you can accept your offer later on, by the way. You guys can just have a base price in your head of what Clutch is going to give you. Then I would suggest going to a dealership and taking a look at how much that dealership is going to give you, because the price won't be a huge price difference, but Clutch did end up giving me a better price than what the dealership was going to give me. Plus, I had that referral from my friend, so I was going to get a little bit more money. So that's the good thing about Clutch. Now let's take a look at the bad stuff from it. And this is the hassles that I had to go with them. So basically, I did everything online. I filled out everything. They were gonna give me a price. I got that price included with referral from my friend, so I got 400 bucks extra. I talked to them also about snow tires because within your car when you're going and describing it, they'll ask you if you have winter tires for it as well, and I did. So later on, I did email them. I told them, hey, how much would you guys take off from my price, my quotation, the offer that you guys gave me if I don't give you those tires? They're like, oh, just $30. So I said, okay, I just won't give you those tires because they're worth more than $30. So I just held on to the tires. But once I got there, they said that they were going to give me a deduction of $60, not just 30 for the winter tires. So I told them, hey, hold on. I actually have the email. I already talked to you guys about this. And then the dude that was handling the whole thing, he called somebody. He was on the phone with somebody the whole time, by the way. And he talked to him. He's like, okay, we'll do the 30 because you already talked to somebody about that. And then when I took a look at the price, it did include the referral, which didn't make sense because even in my account, when I went to it, I could see that I got that referral money. And then he was a little bit confused by that. And he told me to give him the name of the person who I got the referral from. And I told him. And then so he went onto the system, he did whatever he needed to do, and then he came back. So it seems like they have some type of issue on their system where they don't see the stuff that we've talked about, or even the stuff that's online on my own account. They couldn't see the referral, although it was there. I could see it myself if I went to it. So that's the bad thing about the referrals thing. Although you'll get it, you need to make sure that you're getting paid what you're supposed to get paid. Now, next up, they did test out the car. So when my friend went, he wasn't sure if they turned it on or tested it out at all because it was quite fast. But with me, they took a lot longer. Not sure why. Actually, I think that's because of this money thing. They kind of wanted to get that money back, I think. I think that's why. I'm not really sure, but they took a little bit longer because what they did was, yes, they turned on the car. They actually drove it, very short ride, like a 5 minute thing. And then they took a look inside the car, like for everything, which is expected. I expected them to do that, but according to what you guys see here and how they advertise things as making it like really easy and it's a firm offer and blah 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 blah, you don't think they might do all those things. Especially with my friend, when he told me that they barely looked at his car. And I think that's because he was buying a car from them as well. So that's why I said, if you're buying and selling your car with Clutch, then it might be a lot easier. But if you're just selling it, they might make it a little bit more of a hassle. So when Clutch says that their offers are firm, they're actually not. They did bring down their offer, but it wasn't that much. It was still a little bit, just a little bit better than the dealership, especially because of, again, that money that I got from my friend as the referral, which I'm gonna give you guys a referral. If you don't have a friend who used Clutch before, then there you go. But if you have somebody that used Clutch, just use their referral. And if you don't, just use mine, and then you guys are gonna get more money for your car. Or if you guys are buying a car, you're still gonna get money as well. And also, when Clutch says we pay instantly, that's also not true. So when you go to a dealership and you sell your car, that day you get a check, and that day you guys can go and deposit it. And there you go, it clears. It's all good. But with Clutch, on the other hand, although it says they pay instantly, they don't. I think I got my payment in 3 or 4 days. Actually, no, it was more. It was 4 or 5 days. I could actually see the money in my bank account. I did freak out at the third day, so I emailed them. I said, "Hey, where's the money? How do I know that you guys are even gonna pay me?" And they sent me proof, like they're gonna do the payment, blah blah. That proof wasn't the greatest thing in the world. The real proof would be the money in your bank account because it was all done through just wirelessly. So since they're doing the payment electronically, it wasn't done right away. But yes, they did send me something saying that it was done. But really, in my bank account, I could see it in 5 days. So that's the difference between a dealership and Clutch. Clutch is not paying instantly, it would be like the other way around. A dealership, I sold my cars to dealerships before and it's never taken 20 days, like they say here. But, anyways, I guess that might depend on the dealership as well. Also, I've sold my cars with dealerships before and they take about the same time as when you go and drop it off with Clutch, just looking at the car. Actually, I've even sold with other dealerships where they barely took a look at my car, where Clutch took way longer. Now, a good thing about Clutch is that they can pick up your car. But remember, you pay for that. So if you guys want to pay 500 bucks, or, well, I guess it depends on your location. So it could be a little bit cheaper than that, but you're looking at around 500 bucks. So if you guys want to pay that much for them to pick it up, then go ahead. So that's a plus, I guess, if you live really far away or your car's not running or something like that. And then if you're thinking about selling your car yourself, well, see all these things that they say, like it's like not secure, blah blah blah. Yeah, kind of, but if you're gonna buy your car yourself, I mean, sell your car yourself, which I have done so many times before, you do get a lot more money than what the dealership will give you and what Clutch will give you as well. It's actually extremely easy, so I'm not really sure why people are afraid of that. And the only thing that you do have to get if you're gonna sell your car privately, so it means you to somebody else, then you do have to get that car proof, which is around 70 bucks, I think, or 50 bucks. Yeah, it's around 50 bucks to get. That's it. That's all you guys really need. You don't need to give them all the stuff that a dealership would give them if they buy a car from a dealership. And in the end of the day, if those people that want to buy your car want a really cheap price, they're not gonna get the same price if they buy that same car from the dealership or even from Clutch at the end. So that's why if you sell it, it's usually a lot more money. So you're looking at a couple thousand more. But if you want to sell it online, well, it's not really online because you still have to drop it off to Clutch, then it's just a little bit easier. But again, if you're gonna go with Clutch, make sure to go to a dealership as well, just so you guys have a base of the price. All right, so right now I logged into my account at Clutch, and here you guys can see your orders, referrals, and so on. So once you guys do anything with Clutch, you guys can go ahead and send referrals to your friends. That's another good thing about Clutch. But keep in mind that the referrals thing, although it's good, it's also a weird thing because it's not fully working. So, for example, my friend referred me. So I had to actually contact Clutch after I think I contacted them 3 weeks later saying, hey, what happened with my friend? He never got an email from you guys saying that I accepted his referral or anything like that. And only then, after bugging them about 3 or 4 emails later, they actually send them an email. So that's why sending the referral and getting the referral is a little bit of a hassle with them, but it actually works. And hey, the other good thing is that Clutch is actually legit and it's not a scam company because that's what I was worried about anyways at first. So I think that's the biggest question here. Is it legit or is it fake? No, Clutch is actually real. They're just not 100% with their stuff. So you have to just keep reminding them of what they have to do. All right, so since I had this referral program thing, now before it used to be 400 bucks. They actually brought it down to 200 now. So that the referral link will be in the description of this video, and that way you guys can get 200 bucks for referral rewards. And this you guys can use when you guys buy or sell a car right here on Clutch. So this is exactly how that page will look like once you guys click on that referral link. Now keep in mind that you do not need to use mine, but make sure to use your friends or somebody that has used Clutch before, so that way you guys get to have those 200. It is 200, it's something at least. And if you got rewarded with my 200, make sure to write down here in the comments area how much you got exactly. Because I think we all would like to know if it's 200 or maybe they brought it up for Christmas or anything like that. Because I've used other referral programs for other stuff. And just around Christmas time, New Year, sometimes they bring up the price. So they give you a little bit more. And also let me know, how was it with you with Clutch? Was it really easy like my friend's experience was? Or was it a little bit more hectic with my experience with them? Although in the end of the day, they still gave me a little bit more money, so that's why I went with them. But anyways, as far as this video goes, we're all done. If you guys have any comments, questions, you guys can write down in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.